What's up, Jets fans? It's Christian from the Jets Report, and today I'm here to discuss with you guys why Jets fans should expect so much from CJ Mosley this year. But before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know that you should follow me on Twitter at Jets_CP. I'll throw the information up on the screen in this video, but I just love interacting and discussing Jets with other fans, and the Jet fan base is so strong and so passionate. I love seeing your takes on Twitter, so make sure you go give me a follow to see my takes, and I can see your takes as well. But getting back into the video, CJ Mosley was a huge free agent signing for the Jets back when we also signed Le'Veon Bell in the same offseason. When we brought him in, I was super pumped. I couldn't wait to have that high caliber of a guy on our defense. And he proved that in the first about half of week one against the Bills. It was easily the best defensive performance I've ever seen in my life. He was everywhere, all over the field. He had a pick six, fumble recovery, key pass deflection, forced fumble. He did it all. It was an absurd performance. I absolutely loved it. I was so into it. That first half, I thought we were going to be a playoff team. I've never been riding so high in the Jets in a while. And then he gets injured, ruptures his groin, and it was all over from there. We ended up losing the game, having not that great of a season with Adam Gase, and Mosley was out for the year. But before Mosley came to the Jets, high-profile player. He was a four-time Pro Bowler, one of the best middle linebackers in the NFL, and he proved that to us in the first game. But what can we expect from him after he missed the remainder of that season, and he opted out from 2020, and he opted out in 2020 because of COVID? That's a big time. That's big time off. No, long time away from football. Football is a game of rhythm. You got to get in a certain type of shape to play football, and the only way you get that is by taking reps after reps with your teammates. So there's a lot of Jets fans that are uncertain what CJ Mosley can do this year. Some Jets fans even thought during the offseason he could get traded or cut, but the Jets kept him. They know how good of a talent he is, and I'm here to tell you guys what we can expect from CJ Mosley this year and why we could expect that. So during this offseason, if you watched one Jets drive that came out yesterday, you saw CJ Mosley dropped about 14, 15 pounds, and he's all the way down to his rookie playing weight. So coming out of college, he was 231, and in the episode of One Jets Drive, he said he was playing about 245 throughout his career, but he realized he had to slim down because in this Robert Saleh, Jeff Ulbrich system, you got to be able to go sideline to sideline in this zone coverage and be quick. And you got to be able to stop the pass and the run with little help as a middle linebacker. In some other defenses, the middle linebacker has some help with the other linebackers, and they don't have to cover as much space. But Mosley, he's gonna be flying across the field. You're gonna see him everywhere, and he's got to be in good shape to do that. You can't really do that at 245. So he dropped all the way down to 231. It seems like he's been working. It seems like he's dedicated, and he wants to get back on the field to prove to everyone who he is, and he wants to remind everyone that he's one of the best middle linebackers in the league. Then later on in camp, you see a guy like Jeff Ulbrich, our defensive coordinator. He spoke so highly of CJ Mosley, just talking about his character, his work ethic, and how he didn't seem to miss a beat, which is awesome to hear from your defensive coordinator. CJ Mosley seems like such a dedicated guy. I honestly didn't know how dedicated he was going to be coming back from this COVID opt-out. The Jets had a rough season last year. I don't know if he was just in it for the money. You could get that feeling sometimes, but he seems like he's a dog. He's dedicated. He's ready to go. He's ready to hit someone. And I absolutely love that because he has such an important role being the quarterback of the defense for the Jets this year. You saw how let's just go back to the only tape we really have of CJ Mosley with the Jets. You go back to him to first game against the Bills. The first half, the defense was flawless. I don't think we even gave up a single point in the first half. CJ Mosley was just quarterbacking the defense, telling everyone where to go, and he's such an experienced veteran with so much skill that he's like the ideal quarterback for your defense. He's telling everyone where to go. Everything's organized. Everything's running clean, smoothly. And it showed by Bill scored 0 points. But the second CJ Mosley gets out, I think like Hewitt took over as the quarterback of the defense. It just went completely downhill from there. The middle of the field was wide open. The Bills were running all over us. Josh Allen was able to make some throws downfield for big chunks of yards. And it just shows it was such a drastic difference. And it shows the type of impact CJ Mosley has on a defense and how important his leadership is. So that's why I can't wait to see his leadership qualities with young guys alongside of him. You got a guy like Hazma Nasruddin. and you got a guy like Gerard Davis. But Hazmi Nasruddin's obviously a rookie. Gerard Davis is relatively young, a former first-round pick who needs like a kind of revive in his career. And C.J. Mosley's going to make both those guys so much better. We got a bunch of young cornerbacks behind him, and he'll get them in order. He'll tell them where to go. And C.J. Mosley's going to be a great mentor for not only the linebackers, but just everyone on the defense. And that's where his value is best, along with his skill on the field. So I'm super excited to see that. And I think he's going to be like, I think if he's healthy all year, the defense is going to be humming. The defense is going to be great. I think we're going to have a top 10 defense in the NFL. Maybe less than top 10 because of the cornerbacks are so young. But I know we're going to have a feared defense, a bunch of dogs on defense who are just going to make such an impact, mainly because C.J. Mosley's leadership is going to be so strong. So I don't really like to put player stat predictions on a player. You never know because sometimes their impact goes beyond the stats. But I know if C.J. Mosley's healthy, he's going to be probably the most valuable player in our defense. Maybe not the best stat-wise. You might see a guy like Carl Lawson get double-digit sacks or Quinnen Williams have another great season. But I think he's going to be like the glue guy, the most important guy, and he's going to make plays because you still got to remember, he's a Pro Bowl, all-pro level talent. And I know he's going to be out there fighting. He can't wait to get back to football. You saw one Jets drive. He's itching. He's been working out. He's been grinding every day. And I can't wait to see his work pay off. And I'm super excited to see what he does in the Jets defense with great minds like Jeff Ulbrich and Robert Saleh. And I think he's going to be a dog this year. So let me know what you guys think C.J. Mosley's going to do this year. And as always, go Jets.